Why, hello YouTube. This is my new computer audio setup. A couple of JVC speakers and a stereo amplifier. Now, what's so special about this amplifier, and why did I replace my JBL speakers? Let's take a look inside. This is why. Tubes. This is the preamp tube, and it's an NEC 12AX7A. Yep, 12AX7A. At least that's what it says on here. Or a 12AX7, just a general one of those. Of course, I had the shielding around it. And the rest of the tubes are at least these two tubes are the two output tubes. And they're NEC 7189s, so they're fairly generic tubes that you can find almost anywhere. And the other tube here, which I forget what stage that is. I think that's the rectifier. Okay, yeah, it's a 6CA4 rectifier tube. Now, that's important. I got a tube system for my computer audio, which is awesome because I can get the rich, full bass that I love about tube sound out of these. Now, the only catch with that is that the controls on the front of this thing are just simple tone controls. It's not bass and treble separate. It's like tone controls in your average thing. Now, this amplifier is from either the late 60s or the 70s, to my knowledge. It's a Monarch Stereo Amplifier. I don't have the model number in front of me, so I don't know that. But this is important because it gives me great sound. Now, if you take a look at this, you have the big transformer. You have a blue capacitor, which is kind of weird. And you have the two output transformers. Now, having the separate transformers is awesome, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of these that have one transformer for both channels, which is just, sort of a more integrated way to do it. But, either way, it's all good. By the way, for those of you questioning, this video cable is only plugged in here because I don't want the cable hanging out like a sore thumb. This is where the computer is plugged into, right there, into the auxiliary input, right there. Now I'm going to put the tubes back in and turn this thing on and show its operation. Now I got the top back on, and I'll take you around the back just to show you what it looks like. There's the back. It takes your traditional flathead screw speaker terminals. I'm missing a screw right here. Lol. Anyway, these are 4 ohm speakers. It can do up to 16 ohm speakers, which is pretty cool. It can handle some pretty powerful speakers. And I will show this in operation. First, I gotta let the tubes warm up. Let's turn this on. Switches are very, 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 hard to turn on. We should see the tubes glow in a second. There they go. There's that one glowing. Tubes are glowing. Good to go. Turn the computer on. I'm going to boot up into Linux just to show you guys the sound, because that's all that really matters. And here we go. Kubuntu, only I'm using GNOME, so it's not Kubuntu, kind of. There you go. The Ubuntu drums in a tube. Now the thing about this is also the controls for each channel are separate, so you have to kind of line it up to your eye as best you can. Which I'm doing right now. The right channel is a little bit too loud right there. Now the tone ones I leave all the way up so I get the most treble. And also there's a mono and stereo. But all mono does is cut off the right channel and put the left channel completely on both things, which is kind of, sad. You can invert the stereo in case you hooked it up wrong. There's a light in there. There's the power switch. Now let's log in and hear the Ubuntu drums in tubes. Only that's kind of a bad example because the Ubuntu sound always does odd things when I boot up. Great. What can I do? I'll go to YouTube. How about that? Come on, Firefox. Any day now. There we go. Let's go to YouTube. Alright, I'll do a video recorded on this computer. My video about my debit card stuff being stolen. Hello YouTube. Elmo3 here with something interesting that happened a couple days ago. I only found out about it last night, but here's the story. Alright, last night I was looking on Newegg to see about buying some more RAM for my custom machine I'm on here now, since I'm running 64-bit Linux and 64-bit Windows on this computer, and I only have 2 gigs of RAM. Just to show you that it actually does work. Now, as far as playing music through it, that's not what I'm concerned about. What I want to do is when I play video games, like Half-Life 2, for instance, the sounds that come out of this will probably sound incredible. I mean, think about it. Loud gunshots with tube-quality bass, so you hear this whoosh. Just awesome. Here's a real test of the tube sound in video games. Now listen to the gravity gun in Half-Life 2. Oh, perfect. I'm going to shoot this thing. Yeah. The sound is pretty awesome. Yeah. That's damn. I love it. I'd recommend tube equipment for sure. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this setup. I got a tube setup coming from my computer now. Just thought that was pretty cool and thought you guys would like to see it. So, have a good one, everybody. Ciao.